The craziest shit happens to bartenders. I swear to God, it's like working in a human circus with a liquor license. You think you're clocking in to pour some drinks and flirt with someone cute across the bar? Cute. Try emergency therapist, bouncer light, event coordinator, crime witness, and cleanup crew. All rolled up into one underpaid shift. Every night, it's like being dropped into a live-action Sims game, but everybody's drunk, horny, and glitching. One minute they're laughing, the next they're crying into my ice well about their ex who doesn't get their love language. Girl, he didn't understand basic hygiene. Move on. And sure, letting loose is fun, but not the West Hollywood kind of letting loose. That's a different kind of bottoms up, you know what I mean? I'm talking good music, drinks flowing, someone losing a debit card that they're gonna cancel in 6 minutes anyway. But then it flips. Suddenly, I'm the only employee within a 10-mile radius. Management, they disappeared from brunch 9 weeks ago. Possibly dead, but somehow still the highest paid person in the bar. Make that shit make sense. Now you got some guy screaming that he's been robbed because someone took his vodka soda that he put down for 4 seconds. Mama, that's not theft, that's natural selection. It's chaos. It's unfiltered, unmedicated, unsupervised chaos. And as the bartender, you're not just taking orders. You're taking on the emotional burdens of 150 unstable strangers. Jesus Christ. Problems you didn't create, drama you didn't start, and trauma being fully unpacked on you in the 15 seconds it took to make a lemon drop. And if you don't immediately solve every issue with the grace of a Disney princess on Adderall, you're now the villain. You, the bartender. Public enemy number 1. It's like, oh my God, girl, I'm so sorry your boyfriend cheated on you for the 6th time, even though you take him back every time. Maybe the 7th will be different, I don't know. And I get it. Bartenders can come off as assholes. Sometimes we are assholes, but it's like a defense. It's not personal, it's survival. Because when you're stuck behind that bar, back-to-back shifts, drink orders coming in like a CVS receipt, and a squad of bachelorette girls are storming towards you all wearing plastic tiara and shitty wigs, demanding their free birthday shot. It is fight or flight. And honey, there is nowhere to fly. The lights are low, the beats are high, and someone just ordered a vodka soda, no soda, but make it pink and spicy. Mama, that's not a drink order, that is a cry for help. But real talk, as insane as it is, I kinda love it. Because the bar is my stage, and I'm here to perform. But sometimes, things happen that even I don't see coming. Things I couldn't predict if I tried. Things that sound like I made them up. So today, now that I finished a bottle of wine, I'm gonna be sharing my 3 wildest stories of things that have happened to me during a bar shift. The 3 most unhinged things that I probably mentioned before, but haven't really been fully able to explain. All while doing some Just for Men. Just for Men and Jenna Marbles. This lifestyle has stressed me out to the point where I've gotten a bunch of gray hair in my beard, and I've never done this before, and I needed to do something while I tell you guys these stories. So, if this video does well, I'll make a part 2, so be sure to like it, share it, comment, do all those fun things. Grab a drink, pull up a bar stool, because it's story time, bitch. I never get to do that on this channel. I've also never done Just for Men, so this is gonna be interesting. And also, fair warning, the last story's kind of intense. It's like something that's gonna make you think I should have probably called a therapist, but instead I decided to monetize it and make a YouTube video. So, this is how I deal with my problems. It's been working great, shut up. I'm gonna start off with an easier story out of the 3. And this story is about that summer I came out as bi and ended up becoming the community strap-on for all the lesbians in the West Village. Let's go. So once upon a time, I was working at this bar called Boots and Saddles, which is now a bar called Playhouse in the West Village. I actually worked there during Pride this summer. It was a little fun blast from the past. And while most bars in the West Village serve twinks with trauma, I worked girls' night. So I got to serve lesbians, but not your stereotypical flannel and indie folk lesbians. These girls were dangerous. They were lipstick lesbians with masculine dom energy. Kind of like Sex in the City meets Fight Club. And instead of flirting with me in like a fun, cutesy way, these girls would just straight up come up to me and say things like, hey, me and my girlfriend need a strap on tonight. Do you wanna be the strap on? And I'm like, ma'am, I'm literally stocking straws. But also, where do I clock out? You know what I mean? And listen, I wasn't just bartending. I was also like, homeless adjacent. Because the PATH train would stop running before my shift ended sometimes. So I'd end up being stuck in New York City with nowhere to stay until like 5 in the morning. Sometimes if I was lucky, I would crash on couches. Other times I would sleep on the bench at the train station. I wish I was kidding. Other times I would just sit in the PATH station until it opened and make friends with the rats that were in there. And that's a fact. There was 3 of them. There was Scabies, Rabies, Cheese, and Bob. Bob had a fucked up leg. He was the alpha. And this was also the summer that I came out as bisexual. So you'd think that it would make my dating life harder. And it did. But somehow it also ended up opening up the floodgates with the lesbians. Something that I was not prepared for, but not complaining about. Oh, it is doing something. That's for sure. I've never done this before. I gotta let this sit for a little bit now, okay? Set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, go. But back to the story, what ended up actually happening was I became the dick exception. And I don't know why. I was not asking for it. I did not expect it. They weren't trying to fix me. I wasn't trying to fix them. Like obnoxious straight men always say to lesbians. We didn't project anything onto one another. They liked me because I was soft, because of my femininity, because I wasn't pretending. And I liked that they were also willing to lead, because when it comes to men, good luck. Because as somebody who prefers to be the dominant one, in those cases, you lead, you initiate. And the hardest thing about trying to switch it up and being the submissive one sometimes is realizing that asking men to lead sometimes is like trying to get a golden retriever to do calculus. I look like a daddy right now. I love this. But these women, they had plans. They made moves. They read books. I'd be held 1 second like a precious baby bird, and the next one, power dynamic. Eye contact. I was just a toy. I knew my role, and that was fine. And through it all, you'd think it might be degrading, but I actually found confidence. Not in masculinity, not in identity, just it being wanted for once in a specific, clear, identified, communicated way. And maybe that's what queerness is. Finding people that don't want to fix you, they just want to ride you until dawn with consent. And a harness. So yeah, I guess working at Boots and Saddles really lived up to the name, because I became one hell of a saddle. Jesus Christ. What is happening to my face? Oh, the timer's off. Okay. What do I do now? Oh shit, do I gotta rip? How quick do I have to rip it? Hold on. Okay, so it worked very well. It also kind of stains your skin, which I don't know why I didn't realize it would do that. So I'm gonna try to clean it up and line some areas, because if I'm stuck like this, because it doesn't necessarily look bad, I want it to look even. So I'm gonna do that while I say my next story. This story is called Scammed by the Paraplegic Vixen. It's exactly what it sounds like. It was a sparkling night in West Hollywood. I'm working at the Abbey. I just recently got hired, serving looks, slinging drinks, making rent, the basics. Everything's vibing. The music's loud, the lights are low. The crowd is full of gay men, shirtless, full of insecurity. I'm in my element. And then she arrives. Or she rolls in. Paralyzed from the neck down, seated in a sleek motorized wheelchair that was bright red and looked like it came from the future. It was beautiful. Flawless makeup, glossed lips, a leather corset that I don't know how she got in. She pulls up to my bar, no entourage, no intro, just direct eye contact, and says, 3 lemon drops. So I make them, shake them, pour them, line them up like little citrus soldiers, and then I pause, thinking, how is she gonna take the shots? So we just stare at each other, because I don't know the right thing to do. And then she says to me this line that I will never forget. She says, if you help me take these shots, I'll tip you $100. Bet. I would have done it for free, but I'll take $100. That sentence had layers. And at first I hesitated because I don't know the etiquette. I don't want to be disrespectful. So I continued to kind of just stare at her, and then she explained the rules. She wanted me to pour the shots in my mouth first, and then spit them into hers. Shot 1, smooth. Shot 2, confident. Shot 3, borderline erotic. The crowd is cheering, because at this point there's a crowd. Gays are cheering. People are trying to throw dollar bills like it's a drag show. I'm worried that I'm now gonna be labeled the mama bird of the Abbey. But everything seems like it's going fine. She finishes the shots and tells me that the card to pay for them is on the tray of the scooter. I take it, not even thinking at this point, because nothing makes sense. What would I have to worry about? Everything seems like it's going fine. I'm in control of the situation. I go to swipe the card. It's declined. I look up, she's rolling away. Fast-ish, but still on the run, riding dirty, not slowing down, just trudging down Santa Monica Boulevard. I'm in shock because I was thinking like a bartender and not a hooker. Because if I was thinking like a hooker, I would have known to get the money up front. What was I thinking? So here I am, scammed, betrayed at like 7 miles per hour, thinking, what am I supposed to do? Do I yell? Do I chase her? Do I call the cops? Of course not. Because honestly, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna chase a paraplegic woman screaming down Santa Monica Boulevard? No, she won. She didn't just take my lemon drops. She took my dignity. I had to pay that $33 bill, and I never got the $100 hypothetical tip. My sense of reality was gone. And somewhere out there, that woman is gliding around with my pride in her clutch. And at the end of the day, bitch, no notes. That was amazing. Okay, let me go wipe off this lineup and I'll be back for the final story. Oh, I hope this comes off more in the shower because this is kind of ridiculous. This looks like I drew it on with a crayon. I mean, I do look more daddy. Worst case scenario, I look more daddy. So, okay, and for this final story, I'm gonna pay attention because it's severe. Someone died in front of me. Like for realsies. To paint the picture, it was a regular Sunday fun day at the chapel, which is like the moody noir film side of the Abbey. It's late, not that packed, but steady. Vodka sodas are flying and pop beat mixes are bouncing off the stained glasses. Everyone's drunk, flirty, dramatic, AKA normal. I had just gotten in the zone, like when you get into bartending autopilot, I can make a vodka cranberry and blindfolded at that point. And then boom, a man, mid-40s, drops. Like dead. No warning, no, ooh, I feel dizzy. He just collapses. Right in front of me. Like arm's reach, I hear the thud, I see the fall. And for a full 2 seconds, I think it's a joke or like a prank or maybe someone got too drunk and slipped. But then I realized no movement, no sound, no signs of life. Just his person or partner with him sobbing. It was a terrible scene. And immediately, I'm looking around like, is anybody gonna do something? Where is security? No one's helping. There's a group of girls filming instead of going to get help. Welcome to Los Angeles. Finally, someone calls 911. A manager comes over. They clear the area. And I'm just standing there, hands sticky with lime juice. My brain instantly goes to that movie Clue. Like it was Mike on the dance floor at the chapel with a vodka soda. Like that doesn't make sense. The paramedics show up. They check him. No pulse, CPR, nothing's working. His partner's still crying. I'm crying. Nothing's helping. They bust out a defibrillator. Nothing's working. It's a terrible scene. He's gone. He's dead. On a Sunday. In front of the vodka. Next to my garnishes. There's a dead person next to my garnishes. Later on, we come to find out that he passed away because he was taking GHB. Also known as G, also known as the skinny gay death potion. Because people at gay bars will take this to try to save on calories from drinking cocktails. It's basically roofies, but DIY. It's very technical. You have to take a specific amount, you gotta measure it. There's a timer because you can't take it within a certain amount. It's not worth the risk in my opinion. Because the main rule is you don't drink it with alcohol. Because if you mix G with alcohol, it's lights out. Your liver shuts down. And if your liver shuts down, so do you. Like I said, I didn't serve this man. I don't know if a friend got him a drink. I don't know if he drank beforehand. I don't know if he drank at another bar. But at some point during his night, he drank alcohol and took this G drug. And then when his liver shut down, he just happened to be in front of me at the bar. And even though I didn't do anything, I couldn't help but feel responsible because it was in my section, at my bar, in front of me at my well. Even if I didn't pull the trigger, I feel like I handed him the weapon. I don't know. I feel like that's a normal reaction to have when you see somebody die in front of you. And the kicker, they zip him up, take him out, and the owner gathers us all together and goes, let this be a lesson, we're all not guaranteed tomorrow, and we open back up. Like, can I go home? I don't need an Oprah quote, I need a Xanax. Spoiler alert, I didn't get to go home. I had to finish that shift. I had another 3 hours left. And the most insane part is that 30 minutes later, the dance floor was full again. of people dancing. There was a grown twink twerking in the spot that there was just a dead person. It shocked me how easily and quickly everybody just moved on and pretended like it didn't happen. Because at bars, you don't stop for death. No, you just dim the lights. And that's when I learned that maybe bartending isn't just about making drinks. It's about learning how to disassociate professionally. Because when someone dies mid-shift and the party still goes on, that's not nightlife, baby. That's showbiz. So yeah, the moral of all these stories is you don't know shit, and neither do I. None of us do. And just when you think you've got it figured out, the universe is like, haha, that's funny. Here's a curveball with teeth. Because first I thought I liked girls, and then I thought I liked guys. And then I realized that I liked girls who liked guys and guys who liked guys. Turns out my target audience is girls who like girls. What? But honestly, work. Okay? If lesbians like me, I'm doing something right. Then I judged a book by its cover. I let my guard down, tried to be polite, too polite, and what happened? Bam! Scammed. Someone took off with $133 of possible income and my dignity, and they couldn't even walk. And finally, went to a job that I'd been at for years, thought I was comfortable, thought I knew how everything ran, left feeling like a murderer. So, I shouldn't say murderer because I didn't do anything. I just felt guilty and I was traumatized because I saw it. So murderer adjacent. Point is, watch back. Okay, stay paranoid. You know that overwhelming feeling of impending doom? Yeah, it's real. But seriously, I guess if there's one thing to take away from this is that things don't always go as planned. And you know what? That's okay. I mean, the situation might not be okay, but realizing that you are not in control is okay. It's kind of freeing. You don't know what to expect. You can't know what to expect. You gotta roll with the punches, learn from the chaos, adjust, grow, and keep pushing forward. Even if you have no idea what the hell you are doing, because here's a little tip none of us do. Look at my face right now. Do I look like a 33-year-old man who knows what he's doing? No. But this was nice. This was a good break. I don't think I've ever done a story time before. I've never gotten to be able to just talk to you guys. So I've enjoyed it. Especially with a moral. When the fuck do my videos ever have morals? You came here for a weird bar story and I hit you with a life lesson. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me do more of these or if you enjoyed them. And if you did, be sure to like this video and subscribe for future ones. I put them out weekly. And if that's all, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm MikeMGTV and you are fucking welcome. Goodbye.
I brought the drinks. Everybody screaming my name at the same time.